When speaking English, mistakes will happen. It's part of communication. However, in this video, I'm going to show you one mistake that you should avoid and how you can improve. Coming up. Hey student, I am Teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Thank you so much for watching this lesson, and as usual, make sure to subscribe because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you unlock your English fluency. Now guys, let's talk about English vocabulary and a speaking mistake that many students make and how to avoid that. Okay, let's get down to business. Now, I will go straight to the point. This mistake is connected with word formation. Do you know what that is? Word formation. Basically, it's how you form, it's how you make, it's how you create a word in English. Primarily, we have, the most important words are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. These are really important words. There are more, but these are the most important ones, okay? And in spoken language, you need to understand what type of word you need to use. And this is where students get a little lost, a little confused. They often use the words incorrectly. And the most common mistake is to confuse nouns and verbs. So a verb usually indicates action, to talk, to speak, to sleep, to drink, to write. And a noun, well, it indicates the result of the action, not necessarily the action. It's something you do, it's something you drink, it's something you use, but it doesn't indicate action. Now, this will confuse the listener during a job interview or when you're making a presentation or even a casual conversation with a native speaker. So, in your study routine, in your practice, it is important to study the different types of words so that you avoid this confusion. Because what happens in a conversation? When students make this mistake, they can sometimes be corrected, okay? It's possible. And this will make students feel a little bad, a little uncomfortable. And sometimes they don't even know about this. They don't even study word formation. And guys, there are many things about word formation. In this video, I'm only going to focus on nouns and verbs. If you want more videos like this, tell me here in the comments more videos about word formation. And I will come back for more. There are many things we can talk about, adjectives, more possibilities. Really, it's a very nice subject, okay? This is the reason why you need to study word formations in English, especially nouns and verbs, okay? Because I told you there are many things you can learn about noun formation, word formation, I want to focus more on suffixes, okay? The word ending, the formation at the end that will show you whether a word is a noun or a verb, okay? So by the way the word ends, you can have an idea if it's an action, a noun, a verb, or if it's something you do, something you have, okay? The name of the thing, depending on the way the word is ended, okay? Now, take a look at these suffixes. Ment, ian, nes, ity, ism, ation, then sion. These are common endings for nouns, okay? And then we also have people nouns. They often end in er, or, ist, or ian. So these are common endings. What is the difference between nouns and people nouns? People nouns will usually describe people's jobs, people's activities, like dance is a verb, dancer is a person who dances. Teacher, teacher is a person who teaches. Actor is a person who acts, who plays in movies, okay? So people nouns will describe people's jobs in most cases, okay? Now, let's take a look at some examples when you see a verb and when you see a noun. We have educate. This is a verb. And we have education. It's a noun. So you need to understand when you use the verb and when you use the noun. And I will give you an exercise at the end. Yes, I prepared something for you at the end. Make sure to stay with me. Opt. And usually you need a preposition for, okay? Opt for. It's a verb. Option. It's a noun. Confuse. It's a verb. Confusion. It's a noun. Celebrate. It's a verb. Celebration. It's a noun. Develop. It's a verb. Development is a noun. Achieve is a verb. Achievement is a noun. Now, here's the thing. I cannot say I achievement. Not possible. Because I, the pronoun I, will be linked to a verb, to an action. I achieve. I develop. I create. I transform. I inform. Sometimes you shouldn't say information as a verb. That's not correct. People will be confused. And this is where the mistakes happen, okay? So when you see these endings in words, they are nouns. And you will have to discover what the verb is, okay? This is the exercise I'm going to give you at the end of the video. Now, we also have the people nouns with the or, ist, or ian. So sing, hello, that's an action. Singer is a person who sings. Play is a verb. Player is a noun, okay? Many students confuse play and player. Oh my God, they confuse this a lot. Watch out, okay? To guard, that's a verb. Guardian is a person. Okay, so these are some examples. Now, are you going to have verbs for all the possible people nouns? No. Depends on the conversation you're having, okay? Depends on the noun you're using. So this is one first lesson to help you pay attention to a common mistake, okay? Verbs also have suffixes, okay? So ate, demonstrate, generate, celebrate, communicate. En, strengthen, shorten, sadden. These are verbs. That's the suffix en. So when you see these suffixes, these word endings, it's a verb, okay? So you need to use these words as a verb, okay? Affy, specify, clarify, identify. Identify is different from identification, okay? I identify, you identify. I identification, no. I communication, no. I celebration, no. We don't celebration, we celebrate. We don't celebrate. Criticize, eyes, realize, memorize, memorization, memorize. So you need to understand these differences when you are communicating with people, especially when you are at a formal environment, especially at work, when you're making presentations. I had many business students, and whenever I corrected their presentations in English, these were the most common mistakes. Word formation, okay? Using verbs, not nouns. Using nouns, not verbs. So spend some time creating phrases, examples of sentences using the verb and the noun so that you can teach your brain the difference. This is the best way for your brain to understand the difference between these guys, okay? By creating examples. And to help you out, as you can see here on the screen, I prepared a very simple chart, to help you get started with this practice. You will find some nouns based on the word endings that I shared with you in today's lesson. And I want you to find the verbs. You will need to find the verbs, okay? And then create some examples. Create examples with the nouns and with the verbs. And make sure to connect these examples with your life. That way you will have a much more productive practice, okay? Oh, but teacher, how do I know this is correct? Well, I'm going to give you one final recommendation. You can also download or use the website. You can download the app Grammarly, or you can use the website Grammarly, okay? They have a free version. You can use the free version. I use it all the time. And after you create your phrases, you can paste them on Grammarly and they will give you some corrections, okay? The free version gives you some corrections. But if you use the noun or the verb incorrectly, Grammarly will probably tell you, hey, wrong word, wrong type of word. So this would be a good way. It's not 100% accurate, okay? But this would be an interesting website for you to use while you're practicing nouns and verbs. You create your phrase, you paste it there, and then you will see some observations. If the organization of your phrase is really messy, you will not be able to enjoy the feedback as much. But if you make specific mistakes, confusing nouns and verbs, maybe a preposition, this app will be great. The website, I don't use the app, I just use the website. When I am studying and I'm using a new word, a new expression, a new phrasal verb, I like to paste it there just to see if there's something that I can learn, okay? So this is one way for you to check. You can also post here in the comments. I may take a look. It'll be nice to see your examples. But as I said before, there are many lessons about word formation. If you would like more lessons about word formation, tell me here in the comments more word formation lessons, and I will be happy to come back with more, okay? I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to share it with your friends. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!